How's it going, guys? So there's this movie coming out called Goodnight Mommy, and I'm sure all of you by now have heard of, the buzz from this trailer and how it's like the scariest trailer of all time. Oh my god, it's so scary! But yeah, the trailer has been shared, all over the internet and social media. The trailer's everywhere. I actually heard about this film before the actual trailer came out on IMDb, and, I just reading the plot, I was like, wow, this sounds really good, and I want to check it out. But never did I imagine it would be, this popular, this trailer's everywhere, this movie's everywhere, people, all over the world want to see this movie now. So it's just kind of cool to see, this small independent film is just all of a sudden becoming this massive hit that's everybody's talking about, and it's kind of nice to see that this film is getting, all this recognition, because I really do think it deserves it. So yeah, in a way, I'm kind of glad that this film is becoming, more and more popular and people are talking about it, because I feel like, this is a very original film, and I feel like we need more movies like this other than, the other stuff that we get in theaters, the basic generic shit that we get. So it's nice to see, a nice, new, refreshing, original idea, and, a lot of people are, what am I doing? I'm exercising, that's what I'm doing. I'm just happy to see that people came to their senses and are looking, into more original films other than the ones that are in theaters nowadays that, need to get a lot more recognition, is what I'm saying. Holy crap, I've been rambling on way too long. I haven't even started this review yet, so I need to get going. Let's do this! Goodnight Mommy is directed by these two people right here. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce their names, but these two people. And this is actually their debut first feature-length film, which is really nice to see. And I gotta say, I'm looking forward to, more movies that they hopefully put out in the future, because this, shows that they have some talent, this being their very first film. Goodnight Mommy is an Austrian horror film about these two twin boys who move into a new house with their mom, when suddenly their mom gets into a really bad accident which causes her to, get cosmetic surgery on her face. And, yeah, so basically it's about her returning home. So the kids are all happy and excited to see their mommy finally coming home, and they're like, oh, hey, mommy, what the hell is that? So yeah, as you can see, the mom looks a little disturbing, and yeah, they start to think that maybe this isn't their mother, and yeah, they're just kind of, very unsure about her, and the whole movie is very disturbing and very uneasy, and it's definitely very well made. However, although it is very uneasy and disturbing, I wouldn't really call this a horror film, honestly. This is more of just like a psychological drama, thriller, that some sort. It's not a flat-out horror film, so please, guys, I beg of you, don't go into this movie expecting a flat-out, jump scare galore horror film, because this is not that. As a matter of fact, this is a very, very slow film, and it's definitely not for people who are looking for action-packed entertainment. It has that slow-paced, artsy type feel to it, and it's definitely not, like I said, a flat-out horror film with, blood and guts and just jump scares. It's not like that at all, which I really am happy about, actually, because it's nice to see, like I said, a new, refreshing, original film without all the blood and gore and the jump scares, blah blah blah. It's just nice to see a film that says, hey, you can be an entertaining horror film without having, blood and guts and jump scares and whatnot, and you can actually, be kind of scary by just telling a story, God damn, I really need to stop saying I've had people in the comment section saying, dude, you say you know a lot, and I'm like, I know. But no, I need to really, stop with the you knows, because they're getting really, it's getting out of hand. I'm becoming that kid who, on the I just said it again. I'm becoming the kid on the internet, which I'm actually not very proud of, so I need to stop saying so hopefully I will get through this review and other reviews in the future without me, constantly saying I'll try to, maybe come up with something else, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, back to the review. Now, I know what a lot of you are wondering. Is the film as scary as the trailer? No, the trailer is way scarier than the film. As a matter of fact, this film, it really isn't, like I said, scary at all. It's definitely kind of unsettling, but it's not scary. I guess the only scary thing about this film is, how unsettling the mother looks, but other than that, there's not a whole lot of, scary elements to this film. But then again, I think that is the main reason what made the trailer itself so scary is, you know, how freaking scary the mom looks. But really, other than that, that's really the only thing that's, you know, really scary about this movie. Other than that, the film is just a psychological drama, and it's entertaining, but it's not scary per se. And which means, yes, I'm sorry to say, but the trailer is very misleading. It definitely, there's some scenes in the trailer that, like I said, they're very misleading. They make you think something's gonna happen when it doesn't. It just, the trailer tries, you know, to make itself look like it's gonna be this really scary horror film, but it really isn't, guys. So please don't expect this film to be, you know, flat out scary, because it really isn't. But it is still very well made and very entertaining, and overall I enjoyed this film. But one thing about this film is that something kind of weird happens in the middle. It kind of goes towards a certain direction that you don't really expect, and I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but like halfway through, this film goes from being a psychological thriller to like a torture porn film. Like it's kind of weird how it just kind of transcends to like a completely different genre. So yeah, now I'm remembering back when I said, you know, this film has no like blood and gore and stuff. It kind of does, not gonna lie. The second half is pretty freaking violent. It's like I said, it's torture porn level, like Saw and Hostel, and I'm still having trouble believing if, you know, it worked or not, because I don't know. It just kind of seems a little bit weird to me, because, you know, it kind of just starts off as like this really intense psychological drama, but then it just turns into like this, you know, torture porn film. I don't know, it's just a really strange direction when I didn't really expect it. But yeah, guys, if you're looking for something really scary, then I suggest watching the trailer. But this film, like I said, not scary. I am begging you to please just don't go into this film thinking it's a horror film. It's not. It's a very slow-paced, like I said, artsy, psychological drama, and that's really all it is. But, you know, even though it isn't scary, it doesn't mean it's not good. And, I do think that this film is very, very good. It's very entertaining, very, very well made. I'm saying very a lot. I thought the film itself and the cinematography and all that looked very great, and the film, I don't know, it kind of had this style. It reminded me a little bit like the Greek film Dogtooth. I don't know if a lot of you guys have seen that film, but if you have, this movie is very, very similar to that, and I don't know why it reminded me of that so much, but it kind of did. I don't know. They both kind of have that same, like, little vibe to it. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say about this film. Like I said, please, alright, here's the thing. Don't watch this movie as a horror film. Just watch it as a film in general, okay? Just don't watch it thinking you're gonna watch a horror movie, because you're not. You're gonna watch just you know, a very entertaining and good film. Because sadly, if you're going into this expecting a flat-out horror film, then chances are you're gonna be very disappointed. But if you just look at it, you know, just as a film in general, it's very good. I personally loved it. I thought it was very well made, like I said. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, actually, is the twist ending. There is a twist at the end that just kind of, you know, pieces the whole thing together, and, you know, it's really neat. I really like the twist at the end. I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but all I'm gonna say is that I think the twist works, and, yeah, I think it definitely fits the film. And strangely enough, this film also has, like, this comic relief towards, like, you know, the third act of the film, which it's kind of weird, and it doesn't really fit. I don't know why it was really necessary. I guess it's just because, like, you know, just to have fun with the audience, I guess. I really don't know why they added that little comic relief in there, but it's just, I don't know, to me it didn't work, but that's just me. But yeah, overall, Goodnight Mommy is a very entertaining psychological drama, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this film a 4 out of 5. Is it a little disappointing? Yes, I'm not gonna lie, it is. Especially with a trailer like that, yeah, it's gonna be a little disappointing. You know, considering the fact that the trailer is being praised as the scariest film of all time, which is giving a lot of people, you know, really high expectations for this film. So yes, I'm sure it's not gonna reach those expectations, but like I said, just go into this movie, you know, just as a movie, not as a horror film, and hopefully you'll just like it a lot more. It is still very interesting and very, very well made, and I do highly suggest you guys go and see this movie. And that is about it for my review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Jacob Palacio, and I will see you guys later.